We all have secrets, starting when we were young to even into adulthood. But secrets are never meant to be revealed to another person. And when the secret is figured out, it can change things forever. This is the story of Tim Drake. Welcome to Origin. As a kid, the circus is always an exciting place to go to. There you can experience lions, acrobatic acts, and of course, everyone's favorite, clowns. So when Tim Drake's parents hesitantly decided to take him to the circus, he was ecstatic. This was no ordinary circus, however. It was the world-renowned Haley's Circus, known for many different acts, including acrobats, jugglers, and trained animals. But nothing could top the trapeze act, known as the Flying Graysons. Once they arrived at the circus, Tim was overwhelmed with excitement. His parents were really worried it would scare him, but Tim was a unique kid and loved it. That's when his parents saw them, the Flying Graysons, right in front of them, taking pictures. They approached them and took a group photo. Dick Grayson, the youngest of the Flying Graysons, held Tim in his arms and dedicated their act to him. Tim was instantly starstruck, and once the show started, he couldn't wait for the Flying Graysons to perform. Finally, the lights dimmed, and the next thing that appeared were the Flying Graysons. The crowd roared with excitement. First, Mary Grayson took to flying in the air, soaring like a bird. Then John took flight. But as they were going to do their first trick, the rope holding them both up broke, and they both fell to their deaths. The crowd screamed in horror. Tim's parents immediately grabbed him and rushed him out of the circus tent. But that wasn't Tim's last memory of the horrific event. The last thing he could remember was seeing Dick holding his parents crying, and then Batman falling from the sky to try and help. That moment never left Tim's memory. From that moment on, he followed Batman's every move, reading every article and cutting out every news story from the papers. When Robin came on the scene, Tim noticed something. One night, while Tim was watching the news, they showed a video clip of Batman and Robin fighting the Penguin. It was then when he saw Robin perform a perfect quadruple somersault. Something clicked. Tim knew that only 3 people in the world could perform such a move: John, Mary, and Dick Grayson. That's when it all came to him. Dick Grayson was Robin, and after his parents' death, was taken in by none other than Bruce Wayne, and he was Batman. Years went by, and the dynamic duo changed a good bit. First, Robin became Nightwing, and then a new Robin appeared. It wasn't until a series of months had went by that Tim noticed something else odd going on. Robin hadn't been seen in months, and Batman had completely changed. He had lost his planning and tactical ways, and relied solely on brute force instead. Almost like he was taking his anger out on every criminal he came face to face with. That's when Tim figured out that the new Robin had died in the line of duty, and that Batman couldn't forgive himself. In order to prevent Batman from doing something he couldn't take back, Tim took action. He sought out Dick Grayson, now Nightwing, to warn him of Batman's recent actions and potential downfall. After searching for days, he finally found Dick at the first place he saw him, Haley's Circus. They were having to sell the circus because they couldn't make a profit any longer, and Dick wanted to see what he could do about it. Tim approached Dick, telling him he knew everything, and that he needed him to help Batman before it was too late. After some convincing, Dick decided to go back to Wayne Manor and search for Batman. That was the first time Tim met Alfred, and both him and Dick were in total shock of how quick and smart Tim was. Dick then decided to show Tim the Batcave, and after seeing the Robin suit again, Tim begged Dick to be Robin again, because he felt like it would fix Batman's broken heart. Dick couldn't bear wearing the Robin suit again, and rushed off to find Batman. But once he found him, they were both lured into a trap set by Two-Face. Entering a building from one side, Batman searched for Two-Face. Nightwing took the backside in order to make sure he couldn't get away. But it wasn't enough, and Two-Face detonated a bomb that brought the building down on both of them. Back at the Batcave, an alarm went off. It was Nightwing calling for help. Hesitant on what to do, Alfred started to panic, and when he turned to Tim, he had the Robin suit in his arms. He then told Alfred that they needed him, and that he was the only one that could save them. That was when Tim put the Robin suit on for the first time. They both sped off to where the signal was last seen. There, Tim found Two-Face and tried to capture him. Two-Face got the upper hand and was about to lend a finishing blow to Tim when Alfred stepped in and got him into a headlock. Two-Face then hit Alfred and escaped. Now, both safe and roughly unhurt, they focused on finding Batman and Nightwing. After calling out for some time, they finally heard a voice. It was Batman. That was the first time Batman saw someone else with a Robin suit on. Furious, he told him to take it off, but deep down, he knew it was meant to be Tim in the suit. So he decided to let him tag along to find Two-Face. They were successful, and during their first team-up, Tim made a huge impression on Batman. So much that when he asked to be his Robin, Batman firstly said no, but then realized that he created Batman to project an image, and that it succeeded, and to be effective, the symbol had to be greater than the reality, and that Batman and Robin maybe needed to be a team after all. Thank you guys so much for listening to Origin. This episode was written and narrated by me, Cameron Rainey. If you enjoyed this episode, please go leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. It really does help us out a lot. Also, if you never want to miss anything Origin, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at origin_podcast and on facebook.com/origin podcast. Also, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/origin podcast. There you'll get instant access to Patreon-only posts, episode transcripts, and even bonus episodes. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you guys next Monday.